Hello, Rich Tabor here for RPM News Weekly, and I'm with Paul Zangari from WPRO Thru Radio, and we're here with Wyatt Jones, and he's the launch strategy manager for Mazda. We've got a couple of beautiful CX-90s here, brand new, and we're just going to find out a little bit more about what's going on after a wonderful presentation here tonight for the NEMPA audience. That's the New England Motor Press Association here in Middleborough, Massachusetts. So, Mazda has always kind of taken the road less traveled, and you can see that throughout their history, whether it was with the rotary engine or any of a number of their vehicles. And right now they're kind of moving into another arena with a sort of a luxury version of some of their vehicles, and the CX-90 seems to really represent that. Can you explain what these two models are that we have here tonight?
Yeah, so we have our inline-6 turbo model, and then we also have our plug-in hybrid on an all-new rear-wheel drive bias platform, which is a huge dedication, to that fun-to-drive atmosphere that we're historically known for. As you mentioned, with the rotary high-revving engines and on the RX-7, and we really wanted to take that fun-to-drive and really not compromise on it when you get such a large vehicle.
Well, I can see that these vehicles here kind of represent something totally different when you begin to even look at on this new platform at the length of the platform, at the way in which the vehicle seems to be positioned on the ground. What's kind of the theory behind that?
Yeah, so obviously there's design. We really extended the wheelbase, which really gives it that really strong stance overall, and puts a lot of kind of design weight over that rear axle. And then also provides for much better handling as well with the longer wheelbase overall. And
yet you've managed, in the presentation, you said that the actual curb-to-curb is better than it is with a CX-9.
Yes, absolutely. Because of the way with the longitudinal platform, the suspension is much more optimized because there's a lot more space there without the transverse engine and transmission.
A nice bit of engineering there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in other words, the powertrain's not in the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm thinking, depending upon when you came into the automotive world, inline-6 rear weight, or I should say rear bias, was once the norm.
Yeah.
So it's funny how we went in one direction.
Full circle, right?
And we're coming back.
Yeah, well, it's again, those were some of the best driving cars of all time, those rear-wheel drive bias inline-6 cars, and we really wanted to take our driving dynamics to the next level, take a lot of stuff we even learned with the MX-5 and apply that to our CX-90.
Now, you have more than one six-cylinder version of it, don't you?
Yeah, so we have our standard, which is the turbo model, which has 280 horsepower. And then we have the Turbo S, which is a high output variant, and it also uses the higher octane fuel at 340 horsepower. So it's a pretty significant difference.
Now, Sky Active Technology, I've over the years seen some of the things that Mazda's done with that, where you can get more efficiency out of an engine than you might expect. Can you tell me any of the moves that were made on the new powertrain in that direction?
Yeah, so extremely high compression, especially for a turbo model. I don't have the exact number right on me, but that is one of the big elements of how we're able to get the efficiency that we're able to get out of this inline-6 turbo and the performance.
Okay.
Does it sort of represent, a little bit of, crashing the party in a kind of a way? You've got PHEV, which is new to the Mazda lineup. And yet, at the same time, a lot of the manufacturers are going much more towards the electronic.
Yeah.
Are we going to see that in the future for Mazda, or is there some other strategy that is at play here?
Yeah, so of course we always want to incorporate some of the latest technologies. Plug-in hybrid is definitely a key for such a large vehicle as well. Able to reduce some of that weight that you get with all putting a big pack of batteries in there, but still have the freedom of having the inline-6 to be able to operate in hybrid mode and have that ultimate range without that range anxiety. And as far as electrification overall, we have the MX-30 on the market right now, which is our full electric, but it is currently only sold in California. But of course, we're always researching and what the customers want, and we'll bring it out when it's ready.
We would hope that it'd be sometime soon,
Sure.
and I bet there's a lot of folks out there who are looking forward to that.
We're talking a lot about what's under the hood and underneath the vehicle, but what about when you sit inside? What are you going to find?
Yeah, so there's first and foremost is this driver-centric design where you're very centered within the vehicle. A lot of times you make some compromises in the footbox, but we want to make sure that you're very aligned and centered behind the steering wheel. And then also the overall craftsmanship that we bring to this vehicle. We took this to a whole nother level We've already had great interior craftsmanship coming out of the CX-9, and the CX-90 is no exception. We've taken it to just a whole nother level on just the kind of the less is more approach. Very simplistic interior design. Still have tactile buttons, so you can be able to press those. And then also just, again, the materials that were carefully curated.
Well, price-wise, too, the range goes from about $39,400 or
just
$5
shy of 40.
up to $52,900, I think, is maybe the high end of that. That's not a wide range, and you've got a lot of vehicles in there. There's about 6 different models, 6 or 7 in the lineup.
Yeah, so there's between the 3 powertrains, there's 11 different models, and it does range all the way from just shy of 40,000. If you get the Turbo S full package, it's just right around the 60,000 mark. But yeah, we wanted to cater to a wide audience. Bring the level of craftsmanship and performance that we have into kind of the normal price range to begin, and then we have that premium, the customers that's looking for all the bells and whistles. We want to cater to them as well.
And there's 3 that are the PHEV.
Yeah, there's 3 different packages within the PHEV. You have the Preferred, Premium, and Premium Plus.
Okay, cool, very good.
Yeah. Great talking to you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll come up with some more questions as time go on.
Sure.
They're beautiful looking vehicles, and it's wonderful that you were able to come with Tamara from Mazda.
Yeah.
And we hope you come back soon with some more cars.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having us. We can't wait to come back. Thank you.
All right, Rich Tabor here for RPM News Weekly. I'm with Paul Zangari from WPRO Drive-Thru Radio, and we're here with Wyatt Jones, the PR Launch Strategy Manager for Mazda USA.